Potter Sister again with another kiln opening. Another small kiln opening because if you remember my last one, I had a birthday present on the bottom, so I had to get the load done. This time, there's two things on top that my son and his girlfriend, who are going to college on Thursday, gonna miss them so much, they made some things, and of course we had all summer and we were like, yeah, let's get together and make these coffee cup for a friend. And anyway, of course it got done last week and we were rushing. So this load is that, and it's experimenting with some new glazes. So, and that's the whole reason I do these, because you look at those little squares on the web page or whatever, and it's really hard to tell what's going to come out. Now I have looked in here, and some of my new glazes, you always have to give them a chance. Some of them didn't come out on the top, and you know, you never know. I'm going to give them another shot, but right now they're not turning out that great, but that's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to open up. That's okay. Let me get my gloves on. It's about 120 degrees. And I got my notes here, so I'll be able to tell you what I use, because that's the whole point of doing this, is to help you out in your glazing. This is Katie. My son's girlfriend made this for a friend. It turned out really cute. It's for Asia. She loves elephants and she loves purple. So she did a pinch pot and made a coffee cup for her, and I think Asia is just going to love it. And they're supposed to be here later. They're out to breakfast because they're saying goodbye to all their friends. And my son Josh, while she was making that, decided to make Jabba the Hutt coffee cup. And so there's his Jabba the Hutt coffee cup. So I tried Spectrum glazes, and I did my fish and I didn't number them. So I'm guessing that this is textured chrome, and I do not like how this came out at all. And it looks like even my frosted white didn't come out very good. Maybe it had to do with this load. You know, I'm new, and it might have to do with the fact that this was not a full load. So maybe it gets hotter or something. I don't know, but even my white did not turn out as good as it usually does. So maybe that's why. But the other thing is maybe I didn't put enough on. So we'll just have the other fish. This was not a new glaze, but it was a new combo. This is, I always call it the wrong thing, but it's Vert Lustra, I think, or Luster or whatever, and with the blue. And that didn't come out terrible, but it's not great either. So, there. All right. This one is the new one. I think this is kiwi. What's that? Oh well. I thought it was kiwi, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that's kiwi though, and it's nice. You can tell it has a, you know, there's some spots that came out really nice. So the blue really flows on there. It doesn't really stay. So that one's not too bad, except for what's going on in the belly. See what I mean? My white did not turn out, which is a Laguna that usually comes out wonderfully. Maybe it's, it might be these colors on top of the white, yeah. But anyway, that one's not horrible. That one I might put out for the farmer's market. The other two I'm not sure I'm going to put out. This is green stone.
Reflection.
Okay. That better?
Yeah.
Okay. This is, I believe this is green stone from Spectrum. And it looks like it has some good possibilities. I don't think I put it on heavy enough. And that's something you just have to learn with each different glazes. Some of them you really have to put them on heavy. And some of them you can put them on, you know, 3 coats. Some you have to do 4. So on this though, it looks like good possibilities. Just have to learn to adjust and learn the glaze. So don't, like I said, don't give up on glazes right away. You have to learn the glaze and your kiln. So this, when I looked in, these are inside. I did 3 bowls similar. And they're red gold on the inside. which of course you know by now that I love red gold. And that is a Coyote glaze. And then on the outside is deep red brick from Potter's Choice. And I love that. See there how they meet. I like that.
Let us see, please.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that turned out really nice. I like the combo of those. So that was good. That was a nice discovery in my test load. And that's what you want from test loads, is to learn. Alright, so we're going to take the shelf out.
Little preview here.
Yeah. I'll start with now. A lot of these, because these are tests, are some of the first things I ever threw when Carmen was teaching me. We would center and then pull up a cylinder and then cut the cylinder in half. And you know, we do that over and over and over again. But sometimes I'd get so thrilled that I actually made something, she'd let me keep it. And so I kept those to do glaze loads on. So some of these are those. Like this one. And this one, I'm kind of excited a little bit about. Not that it came out that good. What I did is I sprayed this on with a mouth atomizer. This, I call this Carmen Brown, but it didn't get on thick enough. This is just a pure test because, I mean, what is someone going to use this pot for? It's like the weirdest shaped pot ever. I mean, it's sort of cute, but anyway, so I was practicing using a mouth atomizer and seeing, you know, what I needed to do. So I can see from this that I need to go a lot heavier, but I do like how they can flow into each other nicely, you know. And so this was, again, a pure test. This is bamboo ash, and this is fire brick red. So again, these are mostly all tests, so I don't have to worry whether they come out. Because this is a drippy pitcher. This is, now I gotta look at my notes to remember. Drippy pitcher. It's, oh, this is green stone inside. So this was a spectrum glaze. See how it didn't come off? It didn't really come out that great. It didn't really come out that great on the fish. But that is a pretty nice color.
Can we get rid of the shadow there, please?
How would I do that?
Just tilt it towards me. Okay, now tilt it away from me. Try that. There we go. A little more towards you. There, that's a little bit better.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. It's always hard to tell on here. Then on the outside, I just put ochre from Laguna with the Spectrum Green Stone. And some interesting things happened as they met here, which is what the test is all about. Because I don't use ochre all that much on its own, but actually I'm starting to grow on me a little bit. Especially with something more exciting happen at top. But see, that's really nice what happens in there. And that's with the combination of the glazes. And this was my very first pitcher, and so it's drippy. So it was a good experimental one because it didn't matter if it came out.
Very nice.
Yeah, so at least now I know the combo. Okay, let me look up in my notes. Ooh. I think this is the same thing. This is, oh, let me look what this is. This could be gemstone on the inside. There it is. This is green stone on the inside and ochre on the outside with the green stone coming along. So, you know what? On that speckled clay, this is 608, Laguna 608 clay, which I really like. So I made this a long time ago because I just got in my new batch. Really like the ochre on that clay because the spots come out. I really like ochre on that. Sweet. And then the green stone, I think, really looks nice with the ochre. Again, this was a pot I threw a long time ago. And but I like that combination. So see the top load, the spectrum looked like it was a no-go, but so far in the lower part of the kiln, I do see the possibilities of the spectrum, and I really like the greenstone. And I now have learned that I like ochre on the speckled 608. So cool. That's what's fun about learning. So what I did is I tried to do on these test glazes, is I tried to use B-Mix, like this is on B-Mix, and this is on darker, the speckled clay. So you can see you get different results depending on the clay base. And I really like this combo on this a lot. I think it reacts more and everything. Did I give you enough time?
That's good.
All right. So that's what I did. So I'm trying to pull it out by pairs, but I quite didn't put it. Okay. Whoa, is that different? This is...
I hope you're not talking Minnesotan.
No, well, kind of. This is in Minnesota, when you say something is, oh, that's different, you mean it's, whoa, that's not good, but that's not what I meant. This is textured chrome from Spectrum. That is actually pretty interesting. It's kind of a matte one, and it gives you a texture. It's not bad. It's just different than what I usually do, but actually, as I look at it, it has its own beauty. I don't know if the camera is catching this up. This is on dark clay. This is on Laguna 601. And this is blue rutile, or rutile, I always say it wrong, with the green chrome. I think that's a good combination. I didn't meld them together because I thought that the green chrome, they said on the website that it was a really runny glaze, but I don't see that it ran at like, oh, a little teeny bit over here. So I don't really call that a runny glaze. So that's good to know. And it really has some good possibilities. I'm thinking that might look good on a bass.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so I think I am going to try it because I've been holding off doing my bass. And then the partner to that is on B-Mix with the blue rutile and the chrome green. It's textured chrome green, and that's why it looks all pitty and stuff. It's supposed to look like that. And it's a very interesting glaze. It's kind of more matte, but I'll definitely be using that. It's different because it looks like it's pitted, but that's part of the texture of the glaze. And it did run a little bit more on this one. So that's interesting to know that, well, and the 601 is a very textured glaze, and where B-Mix is not at all. And so that made a difference, I think. So let's compare them again. See, the light clay gives you different results than dark clay.
Okay.
A small split pot. Outside was blue rutile, and since it's a runny glaze, I purposely did it lighter, and I knew it'd be brown at the bottom, so I knew that that was going to happen. And the inside is Crazy Copper. And I could have put that in a little heavier around there.
Okay, hold it still. Getting a close-up of that.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't. It takes a while to focus. Okay, that's good.
Okay. The clay this is on is... This might be a... You know what? This is my mixed clay that I pugged, because I can see the speckle in there from 608. This is a combination probably of 608, 601, and B-Mix. So this is my mix. Now the funny thing is Crazy Copper is supposed to run like crazy. So I just put a big drip here thinking, oh, it'll run down, you know, the crevices. Didn't run hardly at all. So it's like, what is it with glazes? They don't run when you want them to. And then when you don't want them to, they run.
Sounds like my golf game with slices and
yeah,
hooks and everything else.
Yeah, so glazing's a lot like golf. And But this is cool. I do like the combination of the blue, so I think I'll layer that instead of, and that's what I'm kind of doing on these tests, is I'm letting them drip into the color instead of just layering them. And now I know that the layering of Crazy Copper and Blue Rutile would be very beautiful. I think that'd be, it's so small you probably can't see.
Let's see, we're going to zip in on that, and then you point it out to us.
Well, let me see if I can find a bigger spot.
Okay.
No, not really. It just didn't run like I thought it would.
Okay, let it focus for a second. All right. Now, what are you talking about?
This here.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you're getting a